Hello YouTubers, this is D and I'm back with another video. Well, a lot of people want to see the comparison between standard dynamic range and high dynamic range on Xbox One S playing Forza Horizon 3. So I'm just going to try to show some of the differences when you switch between the modes. Now, you're watching this on YouTube, so it's not encoded in HDR, so you really can't see the full benefits of HDR because you just can't see the colors. However, from switching from standard dynamic range to high dynamic range, you will see that the colors are different. Just that they're a lot more vibrant when you're watching them in real life. So I hope you guys enjoy this little comparison here. I'm going to stop talking. I'm just going to flip through the settings and like drive around a little bit so you guys can see the HDR. This is HDR off, on. Now, you're probably going to see coming through YouTube that it brightens up a little bit and the colors change. Now, in reality, when I'm watching it in real time, it brightens up a lot more and the colors pop a lot more. It's like completely different colors. So, that's not HDR. That's not HDR. HDR. Not HDR. HDR. Not HDR. Now, as you see it switch over, you're kind of going to see it brighten up and the colors change, and then it kind of tones down a little bit, but the colors are still different. Now, when you see that pop on the camera there, and you see the colors change and it's really bright, that's almost like what I'm really seeing in real life. And obviously it stays like that, but the camera just can't pick it up, and it kind of just, I don't know, spazzes out. HDR, not HDR, not HDR. So for instance, look at the clouds. I'll switch it. You see the clouds are brighter, the sky is different, the grass over there is a different color. Alright, I'm going to keep it in HDR mode and I'm going to drive to another part in the game. Ooh. This is not HDR. HDR. Now you'll probably notice that the lights are completely brighter. A lot of detail is missing when I switch back. This is not HDR. You see how much darker it is? The light's muted. HDR. So there's a big difference. All the detail on the car in the back there, you can't really see it. And this is in standard dynamic range. Once again, I'm going to switch over to HDR. That's a big difference, people. Now just imagine, once again, you can't really see HDR on a non-HDR display. Yet over here on YouTube, you're seeing that the HDR image is definitely brighter, and you're still seeing more details on the YouTube image over the over on YouTube. You're still seeing more details from the HDR image opposed to the SDR image, even though you're really not seeing it in full, well, in HDR, to be honest. You're not.